A bit of a clowny start, if you will.
Okay, I'm good.
We're back with the American Dota League Season 2. It is Tuesday night. Of course, the second day of Week 2 here with no Earthspirit and Union Gaming. And, well, we missed a lot of the draft, which I'm not going to complain about. Centaur Warrunner, Shadow Shaman, Ancient Apparition, Templar Assassin coming out for no Earthspirit. Union Gaming, Lycan, Dazzle, Puck, and Timbersaw. Dear Lord, man. God, I'm never gonna live that down. That's a lot like the overlay issues.
That was almost. I mean, this one I think was a lot funnier than the overlay one. The overlay one was just kind of disgraceful.
It was sad, wasn't it? Yeah, the overlay one was kind of like let's take out Mott, put him out, put him out of his misery kind of thing. But yeah, with me tonight is gonna be What Is Hip Greg, who you can hear laughing in the background, of course, just snickering continuously. Thanks for that, and of course, Coddle Guy as well, doing stats or casting. I don't know. He'll probably chime in once, twice, or even, I don't know. Yeah, there you go. You heard it there. Excellent. Nice. Good. Bringing that just fantastic quality to the American Dota League. So, as it stands right now, we've got one more pick to go. I don't even know if I want to talk about the draft at this point, but with the TA, they already have their mid. They've got their off lane. They need their safe lane hero for no Earthspirit right now, and with 13 seconds on reserve time, it looks like we're good to go.
10 seconds remaining.
Everything is back under control here, and no Earthspirit. They go with the Axe. This actually, I casted a Chinese Dota game this morning, and they had almost the exact same setup as no Earthspirit. They had Axe, they had Shadow Shaman, and they had Rubik instead of the Ancient Apparition. Maybe they had Ancient Apparition too. But they had a very similar, and they actually ran it as a tri-lane, and they just cut the creeps against the solo laner, and it was absurdly good, and they won the game. I hope they do this.
Yeah, I mean, and maybe that's what No Earthspirit's going for as well. And honestly, Axe is he could be very strong here. I mean, I think they picked him because of the dazzle and just dunking through the shallow grave is probably the most important thing coming out for No Earthspirit right now. But I mean, certainly he has his uses as well. But this is going to require a lot of blank daggers, especially if they want to get one in the TA. Shadow Shaman will have one eventually, so blank is going to be your item of choice. I feel like for No Earthspirit, at least early on. And then Sand King. So same story for Union Gaming, but they have so much control in the team fights. If you get Dream Coiled, all of a sudden that Epi and the Chakram are right on top of you. That's a
rip.
Headset brought you by Steel Series, by the way.
Mom, we can't hear you.
Hello. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill somebody. Alright, I know what the problem is, actually. I know what the issue is. I know what the problem is.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm doing it just to entertain you guys. That's it. That's the reason why.
I gotta mute 1 sec.
Alright. I'm back, right? You guys can hear me? You can hear me? Right? You can hear me? I think you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. Okay. All right. Well, just mute yourself while you're just giggling over. Oh my gosh. Okay. If I touch my microphone at all, it's just gonna break. It's just gonna break. So, well, hope I don't touch it in the middle of this cast.
Okay, we're good. Whew.
Okay, all right, here we go. Jumping into the game.
I just cried a little bit.
Sorry. We apologize profusely about the issues and pretty much everything that's been happening in the about past 15 or so minutes. I'd say. At least I apologize. This usually doesn't happen that often, and if it does, then I'm alone and I can kind of laugh at myself. But well, I guess I deserve it.
You know. So you just bumped your mic and it just shut off?
Yep, that's it. It's apparently the cord it's not very good. It's just
Oh my god. Well, I'm good to go now.
I guess it's funny because I mean, like, if this was in the middle of a team fight, I'd be really sad though. I think I'd just be like, no cast. I guess they don't need anyone can understand what's going on the screen. But all right, well, enough about us. All right, we got a disconnect coming out from Citadel. Good start. Excellent. Good stuff. So.
Okay. Regain
Like,
control,
take a
composure,
drink
dude.
of water, man. Like, drink some water.
I don't have any
Like,
water. I only have caffeine pills.
How do you not have water? You have a tap. You have a faucet.
All right. Well, that's in the kitchen, dude.
I mean, like it's not. Never mind. Listen, guys. I swear we're not this clowny on a daily basis. I absolutely swear. So we will jump into the game as soon as Citadel reconnects, and while we're waiting, we're gonna have that play for you.
Oh my god.
I can't handle this. I quit. I'm done. All right, here we go. Jumping into the game for Banner Spirit, Evan's going to be in the Ancient Apparition, Relic will be on the Axe, Fan of Soyon on the Shadow Shaman, Bricks on the Templar Assassin, and to round it all out, Half-Fried Egg Roll will be on the Centaur Roadrunner. Okay.
On the other side of things, we've got Union Gaming Jericho on the Dazzle and on the Timbersaw, Dark God, Nova on the Sand King, Citadel on the Puck, and IWO on the Lycanthrope.
Ewo is like, he is one of those guys that he can hit creeps, and you and I talk about that a lot.
Oh,
But,
dude, he can hit creeps.
like, he's known for record breaking, and you actually put some stats up last time about how this guy can just go to town and creeps essentially get so much CS and go from there. So I expect they have to keep him safe as possible, and they will with the Dazzle. He shouldn't be in too much trouble. Nova's going to head to the jungle at some point in time and just farm with the Sand King and Sandstorm, and there's not going to be like an aggressive try line, I don't think, coming out from Baron Earthspirit, but I've been wrong before. I mean, there's a lot of aggression coming out from, Shadow Shaman and Ancient Apparition if they really want to. So, I don't know. It really depends on how I think Baron Earthspirit want to lane things. It's more sort of for you in gaming, you have to kind of lane it where the Timbersaw's in the off lane, but yeah, I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's really another way for them to do this. I mean, it's a bit unfortunate because if you were able to get the Timbersaw in the easy lane, then you can definitely do that whole creep cutting thing, but that doesn't obviously really work very well in the off lane. But, I mean, I guess there's a chance that they bring this aggressive, but I think it would just be playing into Banner's hands. I don't think it's really worth it. They don't really gain anything. Nova has better access to the jungle in the easy lane,
Right.
Which is pretty important as well, so that's fine.
I mean, and that's a good point. Yes, you can use the offlane jungle, and they might even just dodge the tri-lane altogether if they think Ban Earthspirit are going to do it, but it depends on who gets the early game vision. We might see some, 5-man aggression come out from either team just to see, okay, who's going where? Can we get a ward up real quick and decide from that point? We'll see.
Figuring that out is going to be pretty crucial to both teams' lineups. I mean, if Ban Earthspirit can grab some sort of creep-cutting shenanigans, it usually actually works extremely well, but we'll see how they decide to move forward with this. Relic's heading down up to the top lane. He's definitely going to be settling towards the mid lane, but I think they're just trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. So they're sending out a little scouting convoy.
Solo's safe Templar Assassin for Bricks right now, and Relic mid lane Axe is something that...
Swap? Oh,
yeah,
swap.
they decided to switch, of course, their positioning here. So Axe is going to go mid, and he's going to be up against Puck. Battle Hunger is actually pretty good for that. You can try to harass him down. I mean, Puck's very squishy, but the issue is it's very easy for Puck to get CS, I think, especially against an Axe. So... I mean, it's going to be dangerous. Mid-axe is fun, and it certainly is exciting to watch, but it can fail even against a Puck. It's no sure victory coming out, but we'll see. Right now, as it stands, and it looks like it might be this aggressive trial lane. Usually we'll see two heroes go into the side shop and just make something happen, just wrap around maybe, but they don't want to kind of go for that first blood just yet. They're still waiting. They have a ward up. They see Nova, I think, over here on the high ground, and they know that Sand King is down bottom, so nothing too crazy coming out from Union Gamers. Everything's standing there, and... standard, there, and we'll see what comes from this.
I wonder if they're really going to keep these heroes in the bottom lane, because I think they're going from aggression here, and then they're gonna break up this tri lane. I don't think you can really keep this tri lane profitably. All these heroes need a lot of levels. Now Nova, he's caught. There's the shackle immediately, and I'm not sure he's gonna make it out of here. The stomp as well, the chilling touch damage, and the right clicks. Oh, that's a nice sandstorm, but unfortunately, not quite.
Yeah, I mean, you have to know they have sentries, and as cool as that would have been to have him survive, I mean, he was going to die anyways to a stomp or what have you. It was kind of just a panic button, and that's why actually I'm surprised he got Sandstorm. Burrow Strike would have helped him out more in that scenario to get to the high ground or something, but sadly does not go his way. He'll go down. They'll pause real quick, and looks like we've got 2 pauses to go already, and yeah, just a good start to the ADL, day number 2 of week number 2. Really good stuff here. No CS even taken. The first kill, I mean, we'll probably get, at this rate, a kill maybe every 5 or so minutes once the pauses are done, but we'll see.
I mean, we're only 21 seconds into the game, and wait, we're not even 21 seconds into the... Oh, yes, we are. 21 seconds into the game. We've had 2 audio disasters and 2 pauses, so this is going well.
It's going, you know,
It can only get better from here, though.
Listen, it's the best cast ever right now. Just so good, excellent, good stuff coming out from particularly myself. Obviously, the players pausing up, but it is going to be this aggressive try line, at least for right now. They'll probably roam and get experience later on. You'll see some heroes maybe roam mid as maybe you're looking for a gank with Axe. I mean, he only needs a couple levels, then he can start roaming, and then you can get that solo experience. So we'll see. Goody getting zoned out by Nova as well as Jericho. They throw up the Observer Ward as well. The Sentry Ward not placed down for Evan just yet, or whoever has them. I think they already used both of them, in fact, just to make sure that this camp is blocked. So, Lycan, Ewo should still get decent farm, but he will have to be careful up against the aggression coming out from Ban Earthspirit.
Yeah, he has to be really careful because getting shackled when the other team has Chilling Touch buff is just like, I mean, you're basically just dead. There's not really anything you can do about that. They've got the Stomp as well to help deal with that. He's going to be relying on his supports to create some space for him, to pull the lane back, to protect him with Burrow Strike, and we'll see how it works out. I mean, this is not going to be an easy lane for Io or Ewo, but you know, I think he's proven in the past that he knows how to hit creeps, so we'll see.
Yeah, and even if he is shut down, he can get back into it. We've seen with Lycans time and time again, they'll just go to the jungle, and it's warded now, but later on down the line, that might not be an issue. And the problem is going to be, though, is Nova, he is going to be wanting to get the jungle himself and just Sandstorm like we've seen so very often with Sand King. So all the while, we haven't talked about top lane, and Brick should have a pretty good time with Refraction. He has a Basilius. That's the only way he's really going to get mana. That might be an issue. He's got no bottle, and you do see some people go bottle early on a Templar Assassin, even in the safe lane or the off lane, what have you, but as it stands now, decent time for Bricks up at the top lane here. Mid lane matchup, you can see Relic is doing pretty okay with 8 last hits. He's actually tied with Citadel. Bottom is really where the action is going to happen. We haven't seen anything yet, but perhaps soon. Evan and Fan of Swan looking to go on Evo. They see Jericho. They might spot him out of position, or Nova or somebody. They're looking to make a move here. There's the Shackles up on Jericho right now. The Chilling Touch, the Stomp as well. Kenny Grave, does he have time to? No, the last right click coming through from Goody to get the kill. Fan of Swan's going to back his way out of there, and he'll have his Salve to regen up as well.
Yeah, and that was just what I was talking about. You get shackled, they have Chilling Touch, you're pretty much dead.
Yeah.
In the mid lane, I'm not too surprised to see Relic doing okay. I think as long as he avoids a lot of the big news coming out from Citadel, if you avoid the Orb, then pretty much life should be okay. Your HP is high enough that with a bottle, you shouldn't really have a problem dealing with just right clicks from a Puck. Puck doesn't right click particularly hard. Oh, bottom lane though. Again, they move in.
Yeah, they shackled up right now. Of course, the Burrow Stroke came through. Nova a bit too overextended. He burrowed in. He had no real game plan after that, but he couldn't, of course, go down as Banearth were trying their best to maybe kill him there, but they just couldn't get it done with the amount of damage they had, and he backed away. And they're actually getting kind of low, of course, on the roster, who is actually going to Clarity Tango up as well. He's really holding on to that salve. He doesn't want to use it yet, and I can understand that completely. So they're controlling this lane very well right now. Lycan only with 6 CS, the Centaur 12. So they've got a decent lead in this bottom lane at the very least, but mid lane, Relic trying to go down in Citadel. He can jaunt away, and he might have to. He's going to phase shift, and he'll get away. That Battle Hunger dishing out the damage. He'll pop up the regen. He's got bottle charges if he wants to. Eats a tree as well. Citadel getting very low.
Huh. Interesting build. Relic's actually leveled up Berserker's Call again, which is not really something I would have expected. Normally, I think you either level up the Battle Hunger or level up the Counter Helix, but he's valuing the extra duration on the Berserker's Call. I mean, it's definitely going to be helpful to help set up things like AA ulti and things like that, so right. I wonder if that's the main reason he's going for it. I guess it also helps a bit with getting Centaur in position, getting TA in position, so interesting choice. I mean, that's all it does, so it decreases the cooldown a bit as well, but
it's just, I think it's nice to have that extra half a second or whatever it is based on how many levels you have, just to lock somebody down and get time to either use that Culling Blade or just get the killing blow on somebody, whereas, and even controlling the team fight, whereas without it, maybe only with one level into it, the 2-second duration, maybe not enough for Relic or for the rest of his team to get kills. So I do actually like that. The Battle Hunger is good, but it's very mana cost heavy, and
it's expensive.
It's not something that you can kind of just casually throw out there like it used to be. And he is almost level 6, so he will have Culling Blade, and if he can get Citadel down low, he can actually hit that R button and just slam some fools. So we'll see.
I think this lane's going to get really hard for Puck pretty soon. As soon as the threat is Culling Blade, yeah, he's already moving forward here. He really wants to grab the Berserker's Call. If he can get it next to the creeps, oh, nice silence.
I think he got the silence off after the Berserker's Call. He just wasn't in range of it. It's very, I'm not sure, actually. It looked like...
yeah, it's on cooldown, so we did get it off.
Yeah, the abilities kind of clashed, so I don't know.
Weird.
Either way, I mean, Citadel will be fine, but you know, you could tell he's kind of like fearing for his life a bit. He does have the most CS in the game, so it's still going very well for Citadel right now. He's getting, of course, his Rune control for the most part. He's got his full bottle. He's got boots as well. And maybe even off to an early Blink Dagger on top of that. You might see treads if he gets ganked or if he has a rough time. But right now, I think bottom, they need to accomplish a bit more because like you talked about, this is a very level-intensive lane with all three of these supports, and they're just not getting anything done except for kind of shutting down Ewo, who has 11 last hits.
They seem to be doing okay somehow in levels. I mean, Dazzle is the lowest level on the map. I'm actually a little surprised to see them doing this well. I thought this would go a lot worse for them. I guess they've gotten a couple kills to make it worth it, but I would like to see them move. And there they go. Moving again on Ewo. There is a TP coming in, though. Stomp comes off. There's the TP. Is this going to be enough?
Chakram, Centaur getting absolutely blown up at that Chakram there. Nova with the Burrow Strike at Evan. Now the Poison Touch trying to body block him. Timber Chain. Oh, the Hex stops it. Maybe Evan getting body blocked still. Gonna try to deny himself. Will he? No, the Sand King. He'll pick up that last hit. Getting very close to that deny with that big stack, but nice turnaround Union. They rotate 4, maybe even 5. Citadel was looking to come down and cut off the retreat path, but a lot to get those 2 kills. Still probably worth it for Union Gaming.
Citadel is going for treads. I think this is mostly just to help deal with this axe. A little bit of extra HP goes a long way. So I think that's basically the goal with this. Normally you do just go straight for that Blink Dagger, especially with the new no mana cost. You don't really need the treads to be able to use that effectively. So we'll see how this continues to work out. But I'm pretty sure that's why he's doing this. And I think it's a good choice because if he gets called now, he's going to go down to like half HP probably. And then if he gets called again, then he's just dead. So
yeah, that I understand that, and as slippery as you are, there's still a lot of burst potential coming out from Earthspirit. Citadel's going to haste up, Dream Coil. He's going to try to fight this with the help of somebody else. There's going to be the silence coming through, but the TP, oh, the Waning Rift, as well as, of course, the Chakram Timber Chain, all combining to get the kill. Now, you can see the Chilling Touch doing work. Evan trying to bring down the tanky Timbersaw. He's going to get shackled up. There's going to be the Melt Trick as well. Citadel getting kind of low. He has that haste rune. There's no way they can chase after him. It's a 2-for-1 trade. They actually picked up the Ancient Apparition on the backside. And a 2-for-2 trade as Half Right Egg Roll. He takes down Nova in the jungle, coming through to help out. So 2 kills going each way.
Yeah, pretty even trade there. The puck hit the Ancient Apparition with the Orb, was able to grab that kill, and then Centaur wrapped around the back, picked up the Sand King. And moving forward here, looks like IWO is still going to be going for a very early Vlad, so he's going to be looking to bring this to the middle part of the game. I mean, he knows that he got a really rough start, so he wants to get that Vlad's as soon as possible. He's not getting medallion or anything like that, just so he knows that if he continues to get shut down in the lane, he can move over to the jungle or something like that.
Yeah, we see this more and more often, especially on the Radiant side. Maybe if they're dire, you go for an early medallion or something like that, but you generally go for a Vlad's first anyways. So Vlad's is going to be the choice for Ewo. Like you said, he can head to the jungle. He's got level 3 in Wolves, and he actually has a point now, which is really nice as well. Evan getting caught out. There's going to be the Burrow Strike. Cold Feet going through. Nova not going to get latched up with that Cold Feet Frostbite, but Evan getting chased down. Nova looking for another Burrow. Nice Templar Assassin side trap there. He's got to use the one on the rune just to make sure that Evan stays alive. Another Burrow might have spelt doom for him, however. He'll back off now. And mid lane, Relic trying to potentially fight on Citadel, but he's got that Invis rune to back up with, and that means he'll stay alive. And almost got cold. He was very close to that threshold there.
In the top lane, Timbersaw has taken a lot of damage from the Templar Assassin. Reactive armor is great, but unfortunately it doesn't match up very well against Meld. So now that he's got a couple of points in that, Brix is able to really just push Dark God out of this lane using Meld in combination with the Refraction. So, mid lane, is Citadel actually going to die here? He should be okay.
He's going to use the Waiting Rift. He'll try to jump away. Oh, that Culling Blade. He wasn't able to actually get the animation off, and even if he did, I still don't think he would have gotten the kill. It was just too far away, and obviously the jaunt coming through very quickly. So very close play for Citadel. He'll back off now. He'll regen up, and it looks like he'll head back to another lane, maybe down bottom to gank. That's where he's headed first. He actually has a smoke. He's not using it just yet. You mentioned Meld and Brix in the top lane. He's doing work, and you also talked about, Timbersaw, he has that point in reactive armor, but it's only 1 point, so he's not even that tanky, so he'll have to be careful. He's trying to get to, he's got a ring of health right now. Maybe going to go for that early Bloodstone with that Perseverance, and we'll see how things go as we continue in at 940. Ewo, he's still okay, but he's not getting the most farm in the world, even though he pretty much has his Vlad's done at this point, but they're going to try to fight. Poison Touch, Stampede, Dream Coil, nicely done there. There's going to be the stun up on Centaur. Meanwhile, that Rasa getting blown up by the damage with, of course, the Illusion Orb, and Ewo coming through with the Wolves, so.
That's a bit unfortunate for the Shadow Shaman as well. He didn't get any of his spells off, so they weren't really able to re-engage on that. If he was able to get a Hex off or something, there's a chance maybe they try to turn it back around with the Centaur, who was actually unbelievably close to his Blink Dagger. Almost has that. That's a big deal.
He's going to want to finish that, and they'll try to not fight until he has that item, I'd imagine, unless they have a sheer pick-off going their way. So expect him to have that in the next 20 or so seconds. Meanwhile, top lane going to go. Dark God, maybe in some trouble. Another trap flying through. Relic. Oh, the Hex is up now. They're going to use the Ether Shock. Boom! Jammed it in with Relic getting his first Culling Blade of the game. Finally on the board, 1-0. Well, better secure it. Might as well.
Yeah, I mean, now that it doesn't go on cooldown, there's like no reason not to use it in case something weird happens. You want your axe to get farmed to the point where you can get a Blink Dagger anyway. And they do drop wards in the top lane. They want to secure this tower, want to make sure that they can get it down. In the bottom lane, though, Evan, oh god, the Wolves! The Wolves.
That was just the Wolves and Poison Touch.
Half-right Echo moves forward on Jericho.
Wow. Oh, Burrow's going to come through the Wolves. The damage from Ewo, too good. That's a double kill for Ewo. That's just max level Wolves right there, ladies and gentlemen. Max level Wolves, Feral Impulse, and a couple of other abilities used from your team to pretty much secure easy kills in this bottom lane on a tanky Centaur War Runner.
Yeah, these things are broke as hell.
Dire's bottom
Like,
tower
they're
is
so
under
good. It's just
attack.
absolutely ridiculous. Especially if you have Howl damage on top of it.
Oh,
They were
top
extremely
lane,
strong
Relic,
right
can he
there.
jam it in? Do the damage, yes, the Calling Blade coming through the second kill with that call up at the top lane. You talked about how they took that tier 1 tower, making space for Relic to go again, and that's on a Timber Saw, so 7-7, a lot of early action coming through, and you're right, these Wolves, they're broken. Do you remember when these Wolves were like, oh, they're ass now, we can't use these anymore? Like, do you remember when, like...
Oh, yeah. I do. Bottom lane, though, Nova, he's on the run. The tower goes down. Is he going to be able to make it out of here? He has another Burrow Strike in a couple seconds here. Stampede is available.
Breaks in the mid lane, getting low. Nice Mount Strike, back to Nova. What's going on there? They've got a Blink up ready. Half-right Ed roll, not really ready to go, but now he has Blink Stomp. Sandstorm went. You could see Ewo chasing after him. Burrow Strike misses. Double damage taken for Relic. He doesn't have that much mana. He's bottling up right now. They continue to chase or fight. Dreamcoil was just wasted, so if they want to go, they absolutely can. And Bricks will back off. He's kind of low, but back and forth. No real kills going either way in that last fight.
I think it's very close to go time here for Ban Earthspirit. You know, when you draft a team, you're trying to pick a part of the game to be strong in, and as soon as these Blink Daggers are picked up, this is when this team's really going to come alive, when their abilities start to be extremely relevant. They have the Blink on Centaur, they have the Blink on Axe. Couple that with a Shackle, it's pretty much a free kill on anyone. TA finishing up the drums now as well, so I think we're going to see some activity out of them, and they're going to try to really shut down the enemy team. They need to do something about Ewo. He's back to farming. 3 kills has helped him quite a bit. He's heading towards the Necro book, and he is actually unbelievably close considering how badly he was shut down. He's only 1,000 gold away. He's got the other components on the courier.
Yeah, and honestly, this is just a Lycan. It's just a Lycan being a Lycan, essentially. So no surprise that he's getting back into it. But they're going to try to deal with him now by maybe throwing a gank his way. Fan of Soyan. But he's got Shapeshift, no mana. No, he has got no Shapeshift, no mana either. Ewo getting caught out the War Trap.
God,
used just to get the kill. Ewo is definitely dead here. The Cold Feet is well to secure it. Fan of Soyan, the Wolves, the Stomp. It is going to be there. Can he live? Fan of Soyan getting chased down. Goody. They smoke him away. Nice smoke being used there just to make sure he gets out. Meanwhile, mid lane, another Culling Blade going for Relic, another slam, another jam, and Citadel. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Welcome to the Axe Show, home of Michael Jordan Dunktacular, and Relic's just going to continue this pressure. This is really the only issue with Axe is if you don't continue this pressure, you can run into a lot of problems. But he's doing a really nice job continuing to just put on the pressure with his teammates, and looks like they want to go for a kill here on this Timber Saw. He's in a lot of trouble. There's an ALT coming in. That's an easy kill. Jericho now at risk as well. He graves himself, and he's going to get out of here.
Mid lane, more action. Relic getting caught up with the Burrow Strike. He's using some counter heal because there's going to be the Berserker's Call. He gives him that plus 40 armor. The Ether Shock, some damage. The Shackle's up on Nova. Ewo trying to do what he can. The Illusion Orb, Culling Blade not being used. Silence coming in from Citadel. Dream Coil onto a couple, but not onto the Centaur. He's got no mana. However, yes, he actually does. Stomp is up. Double Edge, boom. That's another slam, another jam in its own right with that double edge to finish a couple heroes off. So they don't even need Relic. Listen, fine, you gank him, but we'll take 3, so not even an issue.
Yeah, and that was a pretty nice move there by the Puck. I'm a little sad that he got punished that hard for that one, but that's what happens when you go in like that without your Blink Dagger. That's really a crucial item, and the reason that a lot of Pucks just go for that first is you really need it to be able to move in and out of fights without getting killed, because you don't have a lot of HP, and it's pretty easy for you to just get stun locked as soon as you use phase shift. So,
you know why the Puck died there?
Lag?
No, he didn't purchase up enough Null Talismans, so
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know who he's playing against, so
Oh, I know.
you you guys got to know. I mean,
That was
listen,
clever.
listen. No talismans. They win games, and we actually see like a lot of people, and I'm not even kidding. Like a lot of people start building like no talismans straight up. Like Puck, I think does when he goes mid now.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's fine.
like Puck, I
Yeah,
think
you get like
Invoker
Puck Tango.
sometimes.
You get like Null Tango when you start.
Yeah, pooled the tangos. Yeah, like a tank or like a null talisman, like 2 pooled tangos, you're good to go. And like the bottle's not gonna be there as quick, but it's fine. And it's sort of the same. Like we've seen Sing Sing do the same thing with like Templar Assassin. He'll just go like a Wraith Band and then 2 tangos as well. And he seems to like it. He could still get that pretty early bottle in like the first 2 waves. Hopefully, like very quickly. So, unfortunately for this Puck, he's not quite at his blink yet. He's not too far away, though, and maybe that changes the course of the game, I think, coming out for Union Gaming, because they got to get something going their way, and the Puck might be the catalyst for that.
It'll definitely help. I mean, like you were talking about in the draft, it's actually really nice because, this is sort of related to something we used to see a lot, which is, well, not a lot, but we used to see sometimes, which was like Puck Ursa, and you would just use Dream Coil, and then the Ursa would just walk in and kill them. Mm-hmm. Well, Lycan sort of has the same effect. You can kind of just walk up and kill them. But they've also got the Timber Saw, they've got the AoE damage from the Epicenter as well. So Dream Coil is definitely a big key to these engagements. And I'll be curious to see how much Ban Earth prioritizes BKBs. I have to imagine pretty highly, like, you probably have to start heading towards the BKB like now, right? I mean,
yeah, for at least maybe you're a Templar Assassin.
Yeah, for like TA and
you do have refraction.
Centaur.
I mean, if you feel confident with your refraction and the way you can play the fight, it depends on how these next couple of fights go for Ban Earthspirit. I mean, honestly, Centaur is probably just going to get a pipe anyways, and when he gets that, then maybe you don't even need a BKB because of all the magic damage, but
yeah,
it's still
true,
a lot. I mean, even like one chakram could take your pipe off pretty much, and after that Epicenter and Dream Coil and what have you can go to work. So
yeah, I guess maybe Centaur gets a pipe and then TA gets a BKB, and
that'll be about it, I think.
That. Yeah.
And I mean, plus the mech too, you think about it, you have that healing potential. So even through the Epi, even through the Dream Coil, as long as Relic gets a mech, they should be okay. And I say that about a couple items, as long as they get a pipe, as long as they get a mech, and they should be just fine. So
yeah, I think as long there's not really enough magic damage right now for them to have to really worry about it. I mean, this Sand King actually went for Arcane and Bracer. Normally they just go Brown Boots Blink, so he has a much different build than what we have been seeing.
Yeah.
And he does still have the 2 levels in Sandstorm, but we haven't really seen him using that quite as much. Normally, you really see the Sand Kings sort of just walk around, stack up the camps, farm them as quickly as possible, and then just roam occasionally. He's been roaming a lot. He's been supporting lane, and I don't know. I mean, I guess this is okay. But yeah, he has a lot of deaths. I would rather that he just sort of sat in the jungle and get
I agree with you. I don't know if the Arcanes are really necessary. I agree that they're good for team fighting early on, which is what obviously Ban Earthspirit want to do. But if you just sit in jungle, which to be fair was warded early on and had obviously the aggressive Triland to deal with, if you just sat in the jungle anyways, he still might have a 15-minute blink tag or even earlier. I mean, Arcanes alone cost 1,500 with the boots and obviously the Arcane Orb Soar. I mean, if you just go boots, you're probably even closer right now. And it's interesting. He also picked up a Bracer as well, which is very unnecessary.
I don't know how I feel about that one. Yeah, that seems like money wasted to me.
I think they're going to just have the Puck just Dream Coil. And if they miss the Dream Coil, then that's the end of the fight. If they hit the Dream side and your Epicenter is going to come in from the backside, you don't even need to channel it in the tree. Or you could just Burrow Strike in if you really want to. So maybe that
seems like an awful strategy. I hope. I think Blink is just... It's so good. It helps with Burrow Strike a ton as well. Even when you're not using Epi, I think you're just... I don't know. This Bracer is sort of like a waste of time.
Do not take my word as gospel. I'm not sure.
No, I know. But no, it makes sense. What you're saying makes sense. He bought a Bracer. He went for full Arcanes. He even went for a full wand. So it does seem like that is sort of their plan. I definitely agree with you. I just don't really like it.
It's something that I guess maybe old Sand Kings would do, 6.78 and 6.79. So...
oh my god, the first stat is an advertisement.
Listen,
how do I ad block Dota?
Jeez. Thank you, Kyle Guy. Yes, $3.99 in the Dota store. Obviously, it's a great purchase, guys. Support American Dota. We don't get enough American tournaments. Would be great to have some more American Dota action, obviously. So the ADL and a couple other tournaments coming up as well. But right now in the game, this Tier 1 tower might take a fall here. Will they deny it? Nice, Ewo with the Wolves. Those are level 4 Wolves doing work.
So broke, just denied with... That's just unreal to me that you can do that. God, I hate it, dude.
It's I think a lot of it is... I mean, it's only 46 base damage for both of them, which actually is a lot when you think about
That's
it.
like a hero.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. But like, and also it's critical strike too. Okay, I guess you're right.
It's like a hero.
But like, if you break his wolves, how do you make this hero? Like, if you nerf his wolves, how do you make him good? Because we've seen what happens when you like destroy somebody's abilities. Cough, cough. Like, in, like about TI2.
I think you just like change the invis fade time and lower the base damage of the wolves like a little bit, and I think he'll still be fine. Like.
All right, you heard it here first. Greg's Ice Frog, everybody. We're done. He's got the balance patch. He's got the balance patch notes coming out. So that's actually that was pretty good. I was impressed with that.
That's where I'm at.
So, quick Roshan coming out right now from Banner Spirit. The Aegis is going to be on the Templar Assassin, and Mithril Hammer could either be the start of a BKB or a Deso, and at this point, they might not want to build defensive. They might just want to keep the offensive pressure on, so either item is fine, obviously.
Yeah, I'd be super okay with either. I think the Deso is really, really good. It helps you get through the Timber Saw. It helps you obviously kill the supports really fast. It's even very good against Puck. BKB good as well. It just kind of depends how they want to play this. If they just want to continue putting on the gas, then I think maybe Deso is fine. But, you know, like I said, I'd really, both items seem good to me. Anything with Mithril is great on TA.
Maelstrom, Mjolnir.
Okay, well, maybe Maelstrom's not great, but that I don't even count that as an item, dude.
What? That item is actually like so legit now. I remember we talked about it a while ago, and we're like, oh, Maelstrom, Mjolnir, but like, I love Maelstrom, Mjolnir now. I've had a second coming of that item.
Next, you're gonna be talking about Subway, dude.
Well, I can if you want.
Oh, wow, look at all the TPs to the top lane. Nova, he's gonna try to get out of here, and I think he is going to. They put down the Vortex, but not enough.
There's a good burrow strike in the trees just to make sure he survives. They're going to have to TP back mid. Relic has Blink Dagger shut down now as the Chakra Room came through, and the Wolves are trying to pressure this Tier 1 tower, but it seems like Union Gaming can't get anything started right now. They just don't have the potential to do so. They're a bit behind. They don't have the Aegis, obviously. Jaunts away. Brick seems to know where he was going, and the Meld Strike doing the damage. Not enough. He, of course, used that wand, and Ancient Apparition, Ice Blast is going to go. Brick's maybe in trouble right now. There's the Epicenter. He still has that Aegis. He's running away. He's very speedy. Epi not doing a single thing for Nova. He's got to back away, and I'm surprised they don't fight that. Relic's like, come on, guys, let's go. I want to dunk on some people. He's going to blink in. Oh, the call almost there, but nice Burrow Strike reaction time from Nova to back away, and that'll be the end of the, I guess, Clowny engagement.
Yeah, and what I was going to say right before this engagement is I don't think they can really do anything because they can't kill Relic. Like, especially when he gets a mech, he's going to have so much HP. It's going to be impossible for them to kill him. And now that there's a hood up on the Central War Runner as well, like, the Epicenter is not going to do that much. And Briggs is so fast, he just runs away. Like, he just Epicentered and he just walked away. It's like, see you later. I'm out.
They had no way of really slowing him down, at least not at the time. They were getting some heroes in that might have been able to do that, but it just wasn't there in time. So, yeah, TA gets out just fine. Just treads and drum, make him so speedy. He didn't even pop a drum charge for that. That's the ridiculous thing. Now, Stampede goes. Blink. Nice initiation from Relic. Might he slam on Jericho? We'll see. Relic taking a lot of damage. There's the Shadow Wave, the heal bomb exploding him. He just blows up coming out, and you could the Caustic Finale hit up as well, so a lot of blood coming out of that axe, that poor axe.
He was way too deep on that one.
Yeah.
He went way too deep. He was like behind the tier 2 tower. His team did not seem to be on the same page. Maybe if the TA moved in with him as well. Oh my god!
Bricks.
That is some next level shit right there.
I don't know how he knows. He's going to pop up that shapeshift. He'll try to do the damage. Refraction, though, helping out a lot. Not doing nearly enough, but there's the Necro one. The Stomp, though, coming out from half-right egg roll. And Bricks is getting kind of low, but he will survive. Getting a lot of gold out of those Necro units and, of course, the Lycan. Everybody's back
That was a huge win for TA. He's like so happy right now. Like, I just got so much gold.
He's going Deso, by the way, in case you were wondering.
That's fine, I think. With the way they're playing, they're just continuing the aggression. They just want to keep the gas on, and I do think he'll probably go for a BKB after that. But like we were talking about, they have the mechanism now. That's going to be a huge help to them in the team fight. And at this part of the game, the Epicenter doesn't really do enough damage where the BKB might even be warranted, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, and you might even see it later on down the line. If Union Gaming start taking some fights going their way, a BKB might be necessary, but he's not kind of in that panic mode right now. He just wants to keep just destroying people, and he really is. And as it stands now, Banner Earthspirit have a 7,500 gold lead. Experience-wise, it's the same. 7,500, that's really how far behind Union are. They can't even get anything going for Iwo except for the Necrobook 1, and that's pretty much nothing when you think about Lycan and what he should have at this point in the game. He's sitting at half, and that seems like a lot for kind of where he's at right now. There's a Smoke of Deceit gank. We'll see who they jump
Oh,
on.
God.
Oh, Jericho. They missed the stun, but the Hex is there. They might use the Ether Shock. The damage on Jericho. He's cold-feeted. The Ward Trap. Ewo getting shackled up. There's the Culling Blade. Relic Duncan again on somebody. Yule Scepter is up on, of course, Goody, just to make sure he doesn't get caught out of position. I actually love this pickup coming out from Goody.
This is an interesting alternative to the Blink Dagger. I kind of like it.
It
Gives
gives
him
you
a little bit of extra
survivability.
mana as well, some movement speed. It's kind of neat. I'm okay with it.
I think a lot of Shadow Shamans will blink in and kind of just throw their stuff down and maybe die,
And
but
then die, yeah.
kind of like a Venomancer. No, not this time around. Blink, Stomp, Dark God, Cold-Feeted, Relic. Oh, Nova, why are you there? You're dunked, my friend. Now, Dreamcoil onto 4, but there's no follow-up. Long-range Shackles. Fan of Soron getting low. So is Evan. Dark God trying to clean up, but he can't catch him out. Meanwhile, the puck. There's going to be the call. They double kill for Relic and the triple with the counter Helix. Double kill for Evan. The double edge from Centaur Warrunner coming through. They clean house. Almost a team wipe coming out. They'll mech up as well. Fan of Soron's like, guys, you could have waited. I was right there. But, wow, a
That
fight.
was one hell of a team fight. They
Oh,
just
yeah.
blew them up.
Oh, yeah.
They have so much damage, and Union Gaming are so far behind that they just have no damage of their own.
But,
It's pretty unfortunate.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what Nova was. I think you saw Nova's like, all right, well, Citadel's going to jump in. Well, Dreamcoil will hit a nice ultimate there, but his Epicenter couldn't even get off. I mean, he got absolutely destroyed. And we go back to Nova and what he's been doing this game, and he's saving up for a Blink right now as it stands, and that might help, but they're just getting further and further behind. And their Tier 2 tower is going to fall mid. Their 12,000 gold deficit is obviously pretty detrimental. Axe has got 2,000 gold. Who's got the most gold in the game right now? Ancient Apparition. Are you buying something, my friend? Spend your money.
I mean, he's probably just saving for an Ags, right?
Oh, yeah, I'd imagine, but
I don't really see anything else that he even gets at this point. And they're so far ahead, it's not like they need him to get like a defensive 4-staff or something, so I think you just save up for the Ags.
here's the...
But,
here's
I'm
the,
surprised he hasn't bought the point booster.
Yeah, I agree. And what? Oh, Relic? Can they bring him down? They're going to leave him up. Epicenter's going to get charged. They're going to use a lot for this. Mech is up. He's still alive. Getting Dreamcoiled onto 2. There's the Yule Scepter Ice Blast coming through. Relic might fall to Ewo. The counter Helix, the Culling Blade not coming through, but they grab the kill on Citadel. The wards, the Hex, Nova. He's done. Bricks looking for more. There's going to be the Shallow Grave. Blank call. Dunk of Relic. Dunk of Relic. He doesn't have the mana. He's got to back away, but it looks like it doesn't matter. Union Gaming, that give it up. GG is called. The only one surviving is going to be Ewo, and that's with, I think, Shapeshift helping out. What a game coming out from Banner Earthspirit.
Yeah, I mean, the Axe really just rolled him over. Like, they didn't really have a great way to deal with it. Puck, it's like an okay matchup for the actual Puck, but you can't, like, kill him. You have pretty much no chance of killing him without a really strong rotation, and they were getting rocked so hard in the other lanes that they never really got the opportunity.
That was just, it was a clinic, I think, put on by Banner Earthspirit. The aggressive tri-lane coming out first, getting a couple kills. We talked about kind of how Lycan is so very strong, but they just dealt with him, man. They just dealt with him. So that's going to be it for game number 1. We're going to stick to game number 2 in just a second. We'll, of course, take a commercial break. Obviously, guys, make sure you follow the American Dota League at twitch.tv/American Dota League, twitter.com/American Dota, and, of course, 7 p.m. Eastern. Most nights you'll find us here casting, of course, myself being Mike. Follow me at twitter.com/Montota2. Greg being twitter.com/WhatIsHipTV. And, of course, High Ground TV is where you can find the rest of our action coming your way. So, Greg, any shout-outs before we head into the next game?
No, I don't actually.
Wow, that was really impressive.
I'm sorry. I have a serious shout out. If you guys live in Boston, don't go outside near Boylston Street. That's not really a shout out, but that's just a thing.
All right, you heard him. Stay safe, everybody. We'll be right back, guys.